Hello and all, welcome to a Galaxy Man Show interview show. So for my very next guest is this incredible actress and martial artist known by the name of Kira Omans, who's going to be playing the role of the Wolf Ranger in Rise of the Ninja Episode 2. So I'm about to give Kira an ad into the live now to have a chat with Kira about her incredible role as the Wolf Ranger. So yeah, let's invite Kira in and have a chat with Kira. Hello, Kira.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. I just want to say, first up, thank you so much for making the time to come onto my show. It's such a pleasure having you on. To people that don't know who you are, Kira, if you can give a bit of backstory about who you are and what you do as a person, and then we'll dive right into the questions.
Sure. I am an actor, a martial artist, a model, and a dancer, and also an adoptee advocate. And I am currently living in Los Angeles.
Awesome. So we'll dive right into the questions now. So for my very first question, so you have actually been casted in this incredible Nerdbot Studios project called Rise of the Ninja for episode 2, and you're going to be playing the role of Saya James, the Wolf Ranger. What can people expect to see from your role as Saya James?
I am so excited for people to see this character. I think that she will definitely pay tribute to previous Wolf Rangers, but also have some of her own new style and story, and I'm just really excited for people to see it.
Awesome. So on my very next question, so when you first got casted in the role of the Wolf Ranger, what was like the audition process like? What were you feeling when you got casted in the role?
I was so excited to be cast. So Colin actually reached out to me after I did a Power Rangers short for Irving Lambert, and just said, like, I want to collaborate with you, like, let's work something out. And so this opportunity came up and he offered me the role, and I was just so thrilled. I mean, I had seen his work and just always been really impressed by everyone on his team, and all of the actors that he works with are all so talented, and just big fan of his series. So it was really such an honor. I was just so excited. Again, they just have such high production value and just high standards for themselves, and it really shows in their work. So I'm just really excited, mostly a little bit nervous just because he has such a loyal and incredible fan base, and I want to do my best to bring the best to this character, and to make sure that people are excited as well. So definitely like a little bit nervous, but mainly excited to work with everyone and to be part of it.
So I love your very next question. So if you could have any favorite memorable moment as Saya, the Wolf Ranger, what memorable moment would you want to see in Rise of the Ninja for episode 2?
I definitely would just want people to get a good feel for for her fighting style. I think is the main thing. I think that it's going to be pretty specific to her character and something different from people who've seen me in other action films before. So I'm just really looking forward to a moment in choreography where I feel like her background and her training will really shine through, because I think that that's one of my favorite things about doing fight scenes and being in any kind of action show, is just showing character through their fighting style. And so that would definitely be a moment that I would be looking for.
So on to my very next question. So why do you think people should watch Rise of the Ninja episode 2 when it gets released?
Oh, a multitude of reasons. I mean, some that I listed before, just everyone on the team is so talented. And I think that all of them coming together just creates such a wonderful product. I mean, episode 1 was phenomenal, I thought. And I think that following William Schufelt's character and outside of his series was something really special. And I think that a lot of fans really connected with that. And I think that episode 2 is just going to do more of that, and introduce new characters like my character and new aspects of the story that I think people will definitely see.
So on to my very next question about Rise of the Ninja episode 1. what did you like about the whole story aspect of episode 1?
I love that it introduces a lot of different aspects that like will be continued throughout the series. I think it just does a really good job of introducing the characters and what fans can expect. And also just for Brody, I think it's great to see him in this setting and the circumstances of this series. And like I mentioned before, just something for the fans and to like do justice to his character. And I think that it's exciting.
So on to my very next question. So if you could appear in any other like Nerdbot Studios project, what Nerdbot Studios projects would you want to be in and why?
Oh, that's such a good question. There's so many good ones. I mean, any of their honestly, any of them. But I love all of their any superhero ones. And I mean, Power Rangers was probably my number one. So I think I got like my first choice in terms of their projects. But honestly, any of them, I've just really enjoyed. Like I haven't been on set with everyone yet, but I've just really enjoyed meeting everyone. Everyone's really, really cool, really talented, motivated. And so honestly, working with that team in any capacity again would just be incredible.
So on to my very next question. As you mentioned, you're a martial artist. What made you decide, hey, I want to start doing martial arts in the first place?
So this is a really goofy story. And it's not cool at all. But so the reason that I started doing martial arts was because in first grade, I think it was first grade, it's probably dates myself, but I saw Shrek and in theaters, and I saw Princess Fiona, the scene where she like beats up all those guys in the woods, and I was just like, Mom, I want to do that. And so she enrolled me in martial arts classes, and I mean, I've been doing it ever since. I am a 3rd degree black belt in Taekwondo now, and have studied Jiu-Jitsu and Krav Maga. And so I just love martial arts. I'm like very traditionalist, really loved taking classes and everything. And, but yeah, I got into martial arts because I watched Shrek.
That's cool. That's a good moment. So on to my very next question. So with the whole martial arts aspect, so when you get roles like a Power Ranger, how do you keep up your fitness?
So it's definitely been a challenge with COVID, with all the gyms being closed and everything, and not being able to see people, because I really enjoy training with other people. It helps motivate me. I mean, honestly, I will just exercise in my living room. I try to stretch every day, and I will just run drills in my living room. I do a lot of YouTube dance videos as well, just to keep the cardio going, or we'll just like watch TV while I do strength training. Things like that work best for me. But yeah, I'm excited for gyms to be open so classes can resume and all of that good stuff.
So on to my very next question. So who inspired you as a person to get into acting in the first place?
I would say that my high school theater teacher was my main inspiration for acting. He just really helped me come out of my shell. In elementary and middle school, I was just so shy and quiet. And my freshman year of high school, I took an acting class just for fun. I had wanted to be a writer, and thought about moving into directing, never even considered acting before. And I just took that class and just absolutely fell in love with it. And I was really, really bad. But I took a lot of classes. I went to governor's school my junior year and just like worked really, really hard. And he was just there for me the entire way, just watched me grow, coached me. And so he's still a prominent mentor in my life today. So definitely he inspired me.
So on to the very next question. So what have you learned about yourself as a person, like especially during COVID?
It's a really good question. I think that COVID has definitely tested mine and many people's resiliency, and just, I think refocused people's priorities as well. I think that it was just, at least for me, just really easy to get bogged down in everything that was going on. And it kind of made me like center myself and think, like reevaluate, like, look, this is what I want out of my life. This is what is important to me. And this is what I'd like to do. And I think that it really just helped me strengthen my values and like, again, like I said, recenter myself.
So on my very next question, so if you could be in any TV or movie franchise, what would it be and why?
Okay, so they just announced the Avatar Studios, and Avatar is my all-time favorite TV show since I was like a little kid. And so being involved in that franchise in any capacity, I got to model t-shirts, like Avatar fan t-shirts that they were selling, and I was just ecstatic to do even that. But being involved in that franchise in any capacity would just be a childhood dream.
Awesome. So on the very next question, so what are the whole positives and negatives into the whole acting or martial arts industry, and how do you get through those negatives as a person?
As far as acting, I think that you just have to be really resilient and really down to get rejected most of the time. And I think that that's something that, as I've just gone further and further into the industry, have let that bother me less and not taking everything so personally, just having my standard for myself in every audition that I go to, in every role that I am presented with, just doing my absolute best. And if I can say that I did that, then I think that it was a successful audition. If I booked the role, great. If I didn't, then it just wasn't for me. But just showing what I can bring to a character, what I can offer for a role, is definitely how I get through that. But it's definitely hard to just be getting a lot of auditions and you book maybe one out of like however many you audition for. It's a very competitive industry. So I'd say that that's probably one of the hardest parts. As far as martial arts, I think that, at least in my own experiences, going into new classes as a young woman is kind of difficult. It's a very male-dominated industry and field. And so I think that going into those classes, I'm just almost always underestimated, and just like people just take it easy with me, and like, which I can appreciate to an extent, but also I want to learn, and I'm there to challenge myself, and I don't need anybody to coddle me and or talk down to me in the same way. And so I think that that might be a challenge that comes with martial arts, in addition to just the rigorous training you have to keep up with. But to get past that, I think that just like being confident in myself and helping other people, and just like being humble, but showing people what I know and what I can do has definitely served me in the long run.
Awesome. So on to my very last question. So what's next for you goal-wise that you would like to announce on the show?
I mean, this Power Rangers role is really, really exciting. I have a couple new audiobooks coming out. I mean, if you can search my name in any on Audible, Amazon, anywhere that audiobooks are sold. And I mean, that's what I do full time. I'm a full-time narrator. So I always have audiobooks coming out. And yeah, I mean, we'll just see where it goes. It's pilot season right now, so I've been auditioning a lot. We'll see if something comes through. I had really cool opportunities in the winter where those films might be coming out soon, but they haven't formally been announced, so I can't really say anything yet. But yeah.
Awesome. Well, can I just say thank you so much, Kira, for taking the time to come onto my show. It's been such a pleasure having a chat with you. To people that haven't seen Kira's work, definitely go support Kira as the role of the Wolf Ranger, coming very soon to Rise of the Ninja, episode 2, only on Nerdbot Studios. Definitely go give Kira the amazing and incredible support. Any last final thoughts that you'd like to say to people on the show, Kira?
Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you so much for having me on the show. It's been really, really nice talking to you.